Okay, guys, since one of you guys said that you like me with my videos doing my theme song, so we're gonna do a theme song that we all made up, all of us. So here we go. So we react to everything Disney favor, no matter what it is, duck-tailed or related.
As long it was made by Disney. That is what we do to you guys. We react to those ones that you want us to react to. As long as Disney it's made by Disney. So deal with it. And don't and and don't worry, we will be on there soon.
So be happy that we will react to it. That is our theme song. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Any words from Zolly? Well, good idea. Bye-bye. So that's our theme song, guys.
Hey, hi everybody, Mark here. So before we hand this one off to Mickey, I decided I'm going to give a little history lesson where you can actually understand what I'm saying. About Oswald, because since this one's even more obscure than Clarabelle and Horace is. So, because since I don't remember the last time I heard about him like recently. Because the last time I heard about Oswald the Lucky Rabbit, he was in a little short, and it was just a little bitty cameo of one of the movies. I can probably show you a picture of it when they're like re-showing like one of the old Disney shorts and remade it into where it's part black and white and part colored. So yeah, and he has this little bitty piece of it. So Oswald Lucky Rabbit was a character that Walt Disney and iWorks made back when they worked and worked before they Walt owned his own company. He worked for Universal, and he worked under a guy named Charles Muntz, where they got the character where the guy from that's when the bad guy from Up is based off of him. Now the fact there's a bad guy based off of him, that means that the real guy has to be really bad, right? Well, Walt was working under Charles and was drawing stuff. Mostly he did Oswald Lucky Rabbit, and he did like he mostly worked under him for about a year. And while this was going on, Charles sent a couple of his men down there and made it to where a bunch of Walt's writers were taken and made to work for him instead, and only way for and Walt was getting underpaid. So he like Walt lost like at least about four or five of his animators, and Walt was not getting paid very well. So he went up there to go into Charles and discuss a new deal. And Charles asked for him to make more Oswald Lucky Rabbit cartoons for lesser pay. So he was actually going to make lesser money than he was before, basically. And Disney said, "No, I quit." You can, and he lost Oswald because he did not own Oswald's rights. So, and then they changed Oswald's looks to where he actually looks like a real rabbit, where he's not all black and he looks like something like from an Easter Bunny thing. And yeah, that's basically what happened to Oswald. And Oswald did not come back to Disney until like 2006, I think, when and Mickey came out, and that was made for the Wii, and he had and there was another game called Mickey Power 2. Both that was made for the Wii U. So this is how I found out about Oswald Lucky Rabbit is by playing at Mickey. Like I didn't know he existed until I played this game, and Epic Mickey's a good game. The second one is no, I just like. I mean, I would have liked it if Epic Mickey talked, but once number 2 came out and brought singing to where the songs sucked. I don't mind Disney songs, but as long as they're good Disney songs. But those Disney songs on part 2 really sucks. I can understand why they did not make a third one, but yeah, it's all. So yeah, but the first one was pretty good, and we have not really seen Oswald since then, except for that short I told you about, and so. Unless he's on the newer one of those newer cartoons, so let's hand it over to Mickey.
Hi everybody, so today, Oswald Lucky Rabbit, the one that was for me because I didn't come out around to 1928. Oswald came out around 1927, so he's 1 year older than me. And he has a lot of voice actors. I think he has at least about 8 ones. Who knew that Goofy's voice actor had so many different ones? And even Mickey Rooney played him, it looks like. Cool! And the same voice actor who plays Bugs Bunny too is here. So, Oswald Lucky Rabbit's first cartoon was called Two-Bird Train. And here's the name of it in case Martha got it wrong. And it was made back in 1927. So, yep. And Oswald's not too bitter because it's not really my fault what happened between Walt and Muntz. If anybody's been my fault, it's Charles. We're not going to be a fair player. So, yeah. So, bye-bye, guys. Like, her, subscribe, and history lesson is over. Next week will be about my girlfriend. Probably about, Oswald's girlfriend. So, bye-bye.
So remember, like, favorite, and subscribe, because those really do help me. Likes help me get help with the weird algorithm that YouTube have created for us. So please do, guys.